Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shamin Arif and I am a student of Rehan College as a facilitator.
Hey, what's up?
Hi Maya.
Hey, how's your Sunday going?
What is augmented reality and how does it work?
We actually just talked about this a couple of minutes ago. It's basically like adding a digital layer over the real world. Think Pokemon Go or those fancy filters on your phone. You see everything as it is, but with extra info or images floating right there in front of you.
How is AR different from virtual reality?
The big difference is where you're actually present. With VR, you're completely shut out from the real world and dropped into a totally digital environment. AR just enhances what's already there. One is a replacement, the other is an add-on.
Why is AR becoming popular in today's world?
It's basically the ultimate assistant. It just handles the boring, repetitive stuff that usually drains our energy, which lets people actually focus on the creative or strategic parts of their jobs. Plus, the speed at which it can process data is just wild. Do you feel like it's changing things in your field?
What are the main uses of AR in daily life?
It's honestly everywhere now. You've got things like Google Maps showing arrows on the street to tell you where to turn, or IKEA's app that lets you see if a couch actually fits in your living room before you buy it. Then there's just the obvious stuff like social media filters. What's the most useful one you've seen?
How can AR improve education system?
It can turn a boring textbook into something that actually feels alive. Imagine a history student seeing a 3D model of ancient Rome pop up on their desk instead of just reading about it. Or a biology student interacting with a human heart in real space. It makes the abstract stuff feel tangible, which usually means people actually remember it longer.
What role will play AR in future classroom?
I think it'll move us toward a much more hands on way of learning. Instead of just listening to a lecture, students might have personalized overlays that highlight key points in real time or collaborate on a virtual project that's physically sitting in the middle of the room. It'll probably make the classroom feel less like a place where you just sit and listen and more like a laboratory for everything.
How can AR help students and learn difficult subject easily?
It's all about visualization. When something is too complex to just imagine, AR can break it down visually. Like instead of struggling to visualize a chemical reaction or a complex physics equation, you can actually see the molecules moving and interacting right in front of you. It takes the guesswork out of the how and why.
What are the benefits of AR in medical field?
It's changer for surgeons. They can use AR overlays to see a patient's internal anatomy, like the exact location of a tumor or a blood vessel, projected right onto the patient's body during a surgery. It's like having x ray vision that helps them be way more precise and less invasive. Plus, medical students can practice complex procedures on AR models before they ever touch a real patient.
How can doctor use AR technology in surgery?
They can basically use it as a real time map. By projecting a patient's CT scan or MRI directly onto the skin, they don't have to keep glancing away at a monitor. It keeps their eyes on the patient while giving them a precise guide on where to cut or where to place a probe. It's basically the ultimate GPS for the human body.
Why impact with AR have on the gaming industry?
It's shifting games from the screen to the real world. Think of things like Pokemon Go, where your neighborhood becomes the game map. But in the future, Your whole house could be like a dungeon, or your living room table could become a digital battlefield. Just makes the experience way more immersive because you're not just controlling a character, you're actually in the game.
How is AR changing online shopping experience?
It's basically killing the will this actually look good on me anxiety. Apps now let you virtually try on glasses, makeup, or even sneakers to see how they fit your style before you hit buy. Takes a lot of the guesswork out of the process and honestly saves a lot of trips to the post office for returns.
Can AR improve communication in the future?
Absolutely. I think it'll bridge a lot of the gaps we usually struggle with, like instant, high quality translation that actually captures the nuance of a language instead of just literal words. It could also help people express things they struggle to say by suggesting better ways to frame a tough conversation. It's about making us more understood, not less human.
How can AR grow help business?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Did you mean how AR can help with visiting a place, like travel?
How can AR improve workplace training program?
It takes the learning curve from a manual to a live demo. Instead of reading a long PDF or watching a video, new employees can get step by step instructions overlaid directly on the equipment they're using. It's way more intuitive because you're actually doing the task while being guided in real time, which usually means fewer mistakes and a much faster ramp up.
How can AR help architects and designers?
It lets them walk through a building before a single brick is laid. They can project a full scale 3D model of a design onto a vacant lot, so they and their clients can literally see how the light hits the room or if a hallway feels too narrow. It's basically moving the blueprint from a piece of paper to the actual physical space.
Can AR become part of everyday life in the future?
It already is, honestly, from the algorithms that decide what we see on our feeds to the voice assistants in our kitchens. It's just quietly weaving itself into the background. I think it'll just keep becoming more invisible, like electricity, where we don't really think about it until it stops working.
How will AR affect social media platforms?
I'm guessing you mean AR, right? It'll probably turn social media from a flat screen experience into something that's actually around us. Imagine scrolling through a feed, but instead of just seeing a photo of a friend's vacation, you can essentially step into their memory with a 3D reconstruction of the place they were. It'll make the digital world feel a lot less distant.
What role does artificial intelligence play in AR?
Wait, did you mean what role does AI play in something else? Like, because asking what role AI plays in AI is kind of like asking what role water plays in the ocean. It's the whole thing.
How can AR improve travel experience?
Um, I'm assuming you mean AR again. It's a total game changer for travel. Imagine walking through a city you've never been to and having real-time translations of signs and menus floating right in front of you, or seeing historical markers pop up as you pass an old building. It basically turns every trip into an interactive tour.
How can AR affect children and teenagers?
It's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can make learning way more engaging for kids who struggle with traditional classrooms. But on the other, there's the risk of them getting too disconnected from the physical world or struggling to distinguish between what's real and what's digital. It's a lot of stimulus to handle at once.
Thank you.
Anytime. It was a deep dive today. You're welcome.